Let's first understand, what is the purpose of a literature review? Literature reviews have different purposes depending on the nature of the inquiry. If the purpose of the inquiry is to argue a position about the current state of knowledge on a topic, then you are doing a simple literature review. If the purpose of the inquiry is to review the literature to uncover a research problem for further study, then you're doing a complex literature review. Simple literature review. The simple literature review documents, analyzes, and draws conclusions about what is known about a particular topic. Its purpose is to produce a position on the state of that knowledge. That is the thesis statement. The simple literature review begins by selecting and identifying a research interest for inquiry. This is the preliminary study question. As you proceed, you will narrow and refine this interest into a research topic, based on an initial exploration of the literature. The research topic must be a clear and concise statement that defines and describes what will be researched. Its definition identifies and frames the scope of the literature review. The literature review canvasses the literature, documenting and cataloguing pertinent knowledge. From this information, it presents an evidence-based analysis of the present understanding of the topic. The product of the simple literature review is the development of a case that argues what is known about the topic. The case's conclusion is a thesis statement that answers the question posed by the research interest. A simple literature review covers class research assignments and master's degree thesis projects. Complex literature review. The complex literature review has a different purpose and additional demands. It not only presents the current state of knowledge about a topic, but must also argue how this knowledge reasonably leads to a problem or to a question requiring original research. In the complex literature review, the researcher first addresses the current state of knowledge about the study question. Then, based on these findings, the researcher proposes a thesis defining an issue for further study. This thesis becomes the problem or question of a new research study. The conclusions drawn not only define the research question, but also frame the appropriate methods to be used for conducting the research. Doctoral dissertations use the complex literature review as the basis for providing the background statements and the argument for the research study. The complex literature review is used to write Chapter 1, Introduction, and Chapter 2, Review of Literature, of the standard 5-chapter dissertation document. The literature review defined. A literature review is a written argument that supports a thesis position by building a case from credible evidence obtained from previous research. It provides the context and the background about the current knowledge of the topic and lays out a logical case to defend the conclusions it draws. In the coming section, we will discuss how a person's mental and emotional state plays a vital role.